Good afternoon, lovely tubers. White Mexican back again for another video today. There's a little bit more of a random style that I'm going with today, and I'm pretty excited to bring you this content. I tried to get a little bit more creative with my thumbnails for my videos. I've been trying to kind of do a little bit more flashier stuff. So leave in the comments below if you guys like these new um, dark anime thumbnails, what have you. Anyway, moving on with this video, first card is going to be Victoria. More specifically, the secret rare print. This is the highest rarity, dawning from Stardust Overdrive. This card, it's not too incredibly devastating when it comes to like playability, but its artwork is fantastic. It's just an old school secret rare. Stardust Overdrive is definitely getting up there in age now, and it's got a pretty cool effect. You guys can read its effect here. Pause the video if you want. Kind of situational, but just all around pretty cool card. Great stats, light level 4 fairy, standard 18 beater. Let's go ahead and try to find some first editions. Doesn't look like we're going to find any first editions on the first page. There's only 3 pages left of this print currently. And the third and final page is going to be the first edition, starting off at a whopping 1310. And bottoming out all the way at 26 at the bottom. So this card is definitely going for some pretty significant value. Next card is going to be Lucent, Netherlord of the Dark World. This is still, to this day, a solo print, super rare, dawning from Primal Origin. Very avid fan of Dark World's archetype in general. If you guys saw my last videos, very, very special to me. But anyway, moving on here. Let's try to find some near mint lightly played. I'm not sure that wasn't pre-saved. This card is still pretty pricey. It's like about 10 bones, pretty much all across the board. This card is like 10 bones plus. There's still just 3 pages left of this. And this is still, to this day, has not seen a reprint. So it's kind of interesting. Next is going to be Spirit Reaper. A lot of amazing sets of this. We have a Super Rare Champion Pack 3. It's pretty unattainable. Collector's card, super expensive. I want to go ahead really quick and check out the Generation 1 first prints. Rares from Chronic Guardian, another very, very amazing Generation 1 set, Dual Monsters set, and first edition is going to be roughly around $1 plus when you factor in shipping. There's 4 plus pages, about 4 pages left of this, and yeah, it's about roughly $2 for the original OG prints, first edition. I do like these a lot. Now, these definitely aren't by means the highest rarities, but they do look very nice, and they do have very great nostalgic history to them because Chronic Guardian is just ancient. Other cool alternatives is going to be the Legendary 4, Collection 4 and 3 Ultra Rares. And I would personally go for Legendary Collection 3 because it's a little bit older than Legendary Collection 4, so it's just going to have a little bit more merit on that standalone. These are very nice too. So if you want a nice hollow version to substitute for the very overly priced super rare Champion Pack 1, these are very nice. These are like under $1 without shipping factored in. And there's 3 pages particularly of this print. Again, Legendary Collection and 3 have a lot of parallel prints where they printed the same rarities from the same cards, which is pretty interesting. Kind of double stacked on the opportunity to get these cards and these really nice rarities. And yeah, so there's the ultra rares, original rares, and then the super rares, which are just like ungodly super expensive. And for a while, I liked the Gold Series 4 Pyramid editions. These golds aren't that bad, but as soon as we got the ultra rare prints, a little bit more clarity to these versions, and Legendary Collection 3 and 4 kind of rendered the gold one useless, in my opinion. Ledger Ledgerman, this is still a solo print, dawning from Cybernetic Horizons, so not too old of a set. I think this card, it's slow. It's really, really slow. But it is technically a +2 in a way after you pay the time. It's got really cool artwork, and it's a solo print secret rare, so I mean it's got that going for it. And I think it has potential in road decks, more specifically stall decks / burn decks. I'm really surprised this hasn't seen more play in burn decks. I think this is a natural, very fitting burn deck card for draw power. And it's about it's about $2, well, a little bit over $2. You want to factor in shipping pretty much all across the board. Still about 5 pages left of this card left. Celestial Observatory, another secret rare. There is a rare version from the 2019 Gold Sarcophagus tins, but I mean, those are pretty much just rendered useless now that we have, the original prints of the secret rares. So no one's gonna go for the rares when the secret rares are just so cheap themselves. Kind of a situational card. Level 6 isn't the most popular when it comes to meta play monsters. Fantastic artwork. And I was really just thinking of this card because I love Perfect Herald. I love Herald Fairies. I was actually messing around with that deck yesterday on Project Ignis. And it's kind of why I thought about this card. And it's about $3. It's about $3 when you factor in shipping. And it kind of slowly trickles up after that. 5 pages left for this card. So just another cool turbo card. I know I talk about this a lot. You guys are probably going to be like a little sick of this card, but I really think that you guys really need to get on the reprinted super rare versions from Secret Slayers. Again, Secret Slayers is still a very new set. It's still very highly accessible and very cheap. This is going to go up. I promise you this is going to go up like crazy. And if you can get these for $2 and under, like, that is the ideal price. Buy the hell out of these for $2 and under. First edition, and all their super rare rarity. Still to this day, they're still about $2. There's not a lot of big walls left anymore, as much as there used to be, but maybe there is on like the other pages. But this is just a fantastic draw card, and right now, unfortunately, it's so good. It's only at 1 right now. I mean, if you're running a 40 card deck, which the majority of players do, which almost all my builds, I run 40 decks, depending on what I'm playing, 40 cards per deck. This makes it potentially a 37 card deck. Right now it would be 39 because it's limited to 1. The reason why I'm talking specifically about this is because there's another super rare print, which are very nice too, but the price difference variant is just so ridiculous. There's the Ultra Rares from Legendary Collection 3. These used to be like $15, so these have actually decreased in value quite significantly, unless these 729 is coming from like really crappy condition cards. But I want to talk about the super rare because the Turbo Pack 8, if you look at this, the Turbo Pack 8 super rares, really the same rarity. And even the Secret Slayer ones have the updated rarity where like the spell symbol here is holofoiled. It's this $27, so it's insane. It's like you can pay $2 and you can get something that looks just as nice as this, to even bold enough to say even nicer because it has the updated rarity foiling. Or you can pay almost 30 bones because this says Turbo Pack 8. So because there's such a giant variant in the original super rare being a booster pack 8 or a tournament pack card, as opposed to Secret Slayers being a reprint set mass produced, the secondary super it's gonna catch up. It's gonna increase value. This is probably gonna either stay the same or maybe go up a little bit more in value. But the second super rare reprint is going to increase in value. I promise you, it is such a good pickup right now. I'm telling you guys, get your super rare Upstart Goblins from Secret Slayers. That's all I'm gonna say about that. The Ultra Rares are pretty nice too, but I mean, the supers look even nicer. In my opinion, I really like super rare. The ultra rares are nice too, but super rares are just really cheap right now, significantly cheaper. They're like half the price, even more so than the ultras. So that just would be my suggestion because I know they're gonna go up. Next is gonna be Magic Cylinder. This card is very old, Generation 1 set, original printing, dawning from Labyrinth and Nightmare. But secret rare is. Pretty sure that this is the only secret rare print. This is still the highest rarity, and this is the original print, Generation 1, Labyrinth of Nightmare. Really old nostalgic set. Really great history behind this. Don't worry about the unlimiteds. When you go for this card and you go for the original print, highest rarity, you want to go first edition because you're going for that collectability. Now, I will state, this has amazing playability. This is not just for burn decks. I mean, it's kind of rose to fame. back in the day because it was just it was super blowout powerful card back in the day. You could win games with this card, and you still can today. There's a lot of huge swingers that go for attacks, and you can flip this on your opponent and unexpectedly just blow them out of the game. And I think that this card has a lot of potential, and just its history and its origins alone makes it very valuable for collectors, more specifically for the first edition prints. As you can see, only 3 pages left. First edition is going to be about 18 bones. Core TCG. This is an amazing set seller. I buy from them all the time. They almost never mess up orders. They got a 9 of right here. And then that's pretty much it. Only 1 page left after this. So, but even though besides that the collectability, this card it's just a really good card. You stop one attack, and you burn them for whatever they try to smack you in the face for. So, it's still old. It's an old card, but it still holds up very well in my personal opinion. Next to me, number 41, Bagooska, the Terribly Tired Tapir. Several different prints here, and 2 ultra rare prints here. Personally, my personal, these are all relatively cheap, but my personal choice would be the first edition super rares, the original prints from Circuit Break, which again was not that long ago. If I want to pause the video, read this effect, it kind of takes a couple read throughs. It's kind of a situational effect, but very, very good. This is like the ultimate stall card. This is definitely probably one of the biggest MVPs when it comes to rank 4. Now, rank 4 is very infamous. There's a lot of just super famous, very powerful rank 4s. Definitely probably one of the easiest ranks 4s to go into. Rank 4 probably is because so many effect monsters are rank 4. You know, being the limit before you break off for tribute, summoning, and all that. But moving on here, first editions are about under $1 if you don't factor in shipping, and about $2 if you want to factor in shipping. 5+ pages. It's still a very, very cheap card, and it's a very powerful card, and it's very generic. Just 2 level 4s. That's very standard, and yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. It's a really good card. Next card is going to be number S39, Utopia Prime. Everyone knows about S39, Utopia the Lightning, and this is specifically why I want to talk about this card. A lot of people use the Sea Chaos one. I forget its name. This is another alternative choice. I don't remember if you can stack all 4. If you happen to have the room in your extra deck, which most people don't. I always really struggle to compact my extra decks because you only get 15 slots. But if you're playing a road deck or a deck where you're playing multiple copies of S39 Lightning, you definitely going to want to pack some of these, and maybe Sea Chaos too. But I personally like this one a little bit better. It's got a bit of artwork too. 2016 Megaton reprints, but we're going to go into the original prints dawning from Crossed Souls, which if I'm not mistaken, I believe, I could be wrong, comment below if I'm wrong, but I believe Crossed Souls was the last set. It was a transition set where they changed the ratios in the booster packs, and we started getting super rares in every set, and they took away the ultimate rares and ghost rares in the following set, because we got ultimate rares and ghost rares in Crossed Souls. Crossed Souls also dawns one of my favorite hand trap girls, Ghost Girls, Ghost Ogre. The Secret First Editions are just unparalleled in aesthetic. They look great. They look very, very nice. Their art was amazing, and the Secret foiling is just gorgeous. Moving on here. They're about $2 plus when you do shipping, and then it's about 3 pages left of this for the original print. So pretty interesting. Next is going to be Blade Armor Ninja. There is a Cosmo Blazer Super Rare, which is really going to be nothing compared to the Order of Chaos original prints first edition. So this card can swing twice. It's pretty generic. It's 2 level 4 warrior type monsters. A lot of warrior builds out there. Its artwork is pretty cool. The katanas look pretty sweet, and of course, just a ninja card. All ninja cards in general pretty much have pretty cool artwork, and this could be pretty devastating. I mean, if you bust this out and you go for a direct attack, you can hit your opponent for a potential 4,400 damage, and that's more than half their life points that they start out with in the beginning of the game. So it's pretty incredible. First editions are going to be about $2 with shipping. and there's about 5 pages left of this. So this is a really cool kind of long forgotten about old school rank 4. Next is going to be Vylon Disigma. Really cool prints of this. They have a Hidden Arsenal 6 secret rares. I want to talk about the ultra rare dual terminal 6s. Now I know a bag on ultra rares all the time. I don't mean any hard feelings by it or anything. There is several ultra rares that I do appreciate, but dual terminal, hollow foils, even rares, even commons, but even more so ultra rares, because I'm pretty sure that ultra rare is the highest hollow foil in dual terminal. I don't think there's ever a secret rare dual terminal. I think ultra rare is as high as you can go. Are fantastic. Now this does take 3 level 4s, but it's a light. It's, rank 4, which is pretty standard. It's fairy. It's 2,500. It's got killer artwork. I love the claws and like the lighting in this effect. Card art is really great. And the biggest thing is it's an ultra hollow foil dual terminal, which just looks so gorgeous. The shadow foil foiling here. Pretty cool effect too. It's basically kind of like a snatch and steal in a way. If you want to read the effect there, it's pretty great. Vylons didn't really see a lot of popularity, and I've never really, hardly ever run into them. They got some pretty good text here and there that kind of mix in that are really nice. This card's going to be about $2 if you want to factor in shipping. Most of these are one of until you get to Nonstop Gaming, where there's 16 of, so this would probably be the ideal choice. I would definitely recommend you pick this up in bulk, probably about 3 sets of 3 or so. Because again, this is just another rank 4 that I think is a really nice rarity. It's kind of going under the radars right now, and it's a pretty good effect. Ghost Trick Angel of Mischief is going to be the next card. So I specifically chose this card not because I'm a Ghost Trick fan, but because this is a solo print from World Superstars, which is kind of an obscure set. There's some pretty interesting value in this set if you check it out. Pretty unique on its own merit alone. This set had prismatic secret rares, and this was the first time, if I'm not believing, that we got prismatic secret rare prints in the TCG besides the video game promos the really old video game promos that we got throughout the years. So this was a really cool set. I would definitely check it out. I've done a couple different featurings of this set. But this is a solo print. Unfortunately, it's not prismatic secret rare. It's just a super rare, but the sheer fact that this is a solo print makes it pretty good on its own merit alone. It has fantastic artwork. I really do enjoy the artwork here. It's got this really nice anime girl artwork here. And I thought that this was kind of interesting. It's a win condition card. So, I mean, it would take forever, and this would probably be destroyed well before you got 10 XYZ materials in this to win the game. But there's not a lot of cards that are alternate win conditions, like Exodia and stuff. Everyone thinks of Exodia as like being one of like the only alternative win conditions. But there's other cards like this. It's pretty interesting. And more so, the diversibility of its second effect, just to detach one and search, is really powerful. So really quickly, let's look at the price points. It's about $1. It's about $1, $2 if you want to factor in shipping. And there's 5 pages left of this card. And the final card is going to be kind of debatable. So Galaxy Stealth Dragon. I love the name. Love the artwork. It's a beautiful secret rare. Dawning from Dragons and Legends unreleased. Solo print, to my understanding, unless there's an error going on in TCG Play right now or something. But as of right now, to my understanding, it's a solo print. Now, my question for you guys, because I've been trying to kind of verify this, does this work for Galaxy Eyes archetype monsters? The only one that was featured here is Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, so maybe it'll work, but it's kind of way over here in the dust. I'm really not sure. Comment below if you guys know if this helps defend Galaxy Eyes cards, because if it does, that would just make it significantly better. But its other effect is pretty good too. And if it can cover, which I don't see why it wouldn't, because Galaxy Eyes do have Galaxy in their name, I don't know if Galaxy with the dash and the eyes is considered different compared to this, but this has really good artwork. It's a great, solo print secret rare. It's a dark. Stats are kind of uh, negligible for being a rank 4, but then again, cool artwork. It's another dark dragon, and kind of debatable on the effect, but pretty cool. I didn't even know this card existed. It was kind of something that just slid under the radar. Probably just because, it was Dragons and Legends. What I was kind of I don't even really remember when this came out. I don't think there's like heavy advertising for this, and of course this is a solo print. So really quick video for you guys today. As you guys see, I have 13 tabs up. I want to kind of start to trickle down and do either multiple videos a day that are really short, kind of do like little spurt burst videos, and then every once in a while kind of trickle out a longer video to kind of discuss things that I'm a little bit more hyper focused on. I apologize, I did not make a video last night, so I kind of wanted to give you a little like tidbit preview to kind of hold you guys over until I kind of think of what the next project is going to be. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I hope you guys are all staying